Crystals. Want to grow some of these? We're looking at a science kit that'll allow you to do just that. Stay tuned. Hello fellow scientists. We're going to open this up in about 30 seconds from now, so don't run away. This is the Darci Crystal Science Kit. I bought it off of Amazon for $20 and it's recommended for ages 8+, though I would suggest it's meant for a younger audience. So let's take a look what you get in the box. Let's grow some crystals and then we'll review it. Let's take a look at what's inside. There's a mixing bowl, a stirring stick, and a little measuring stick. And then there's a series of crystal powders. There's red, white, yellow, and blue, and 3 large bags of crystal growing powder. I wonder if you can buy refills. And then you have 7 display cases, which consists of a plastic lid and base. So you would grow your crystals and then have a handy display case for them at the end. There's a large one, 2 medium ones, and 4 small ones. And you also get a little instruction guide on how to make your crystals. Very simple instructions. And it looks like you can mix a variety of colors, giving you quite a range of crystal colors that you could end up with. On the back of the crystal powder, it says ammonium dihydrogen phosphate, and it has a couple of warnings. One on the bag itself may cause mild eye and skin irritation. Avoid contact with eyes, mouth, and skin. And there's also a safety note in the instructions as well. So it's good that they're warning you, but it would have been handy if they'd have given you a set of safety goggles. Let's do science. We've come into the kitchen now for the messy bit. I've got a cloth just to wipe up any spills. I've got my mixing tub, my stirrer, and 1 bag of the crystal growing powder. Now we have the boiling water. Let's fill it up to this line. There. Then what we do is we take a whole packet and slowly pour it in. Now with all the growing powder in the boiling water, we now have to stir it until it all goes into solution. Apparently this can take up to 5 minutes. Now you're supposed to leave it for 15 minutes. So we'll come back then. 15 minutes is up. I've chosen to use the largest container. I'm going to make a really big red crystal using the red seeds. So we pour the solution all of it into the cup, and then we have to wait another 5 minutes for it to cool. So for the very large red crystal, I need to add 4 teaspoons, 4 of these little spoons, and dump them right into the middle. And now we wait for it to grow, which will take 3 to 5 days, and we'll keep checking up on it as it goes. So this is 3 days into the experiment, and a crazy thing has happened. Look at the crystals growing around the surface of these plastic cups. Now the instructions say the minute that any of the crystals protrude out of the liquid, you're supposed to pour the liquid away and then retrieve the crystal. Don't know if you can see, but there's a crystal growing on the bottom there. But I guess what happens is if you let it get too much into the air, it grows this really fine type of material, which there's no way you're going to preserve it. It just flakes away. It must react with the air. As you can see, the bowls that we use to mix and grow the crystals in become the lids for the display cases to protect them. So what do I think of this kit? The instructions I give a solid 5. Every single step is explained very carefully. There's no room for mistakes. The experiments I'd give a 4. As you can see, most of my crystals came out pretty interesting. The science I'd give a 3. There's 1 page in the instruction manual talking about crystals. I'd like to see more science about the chemical composition of crystals, how they grow in nature. I'd like kids to understand a little more about the science behind what they're making in this kit. Quality, I'd give a 4. The components were pretty solid. And overall, I'd give it a 4 out of 5. It's good value for money, and it's pretty easy to grow these crystals, and it's a lot of fun. If you're interested in buying this kit, there's a link in the video description below. So stay tuned for more science kits, and thanks for watching.